Whenever Eddie does something and puts his heart into it, he's going to follow through.
Eddie is a searcher. When he has a challenge, he goes after the solution.
For Eddie to take this path, it says a lot about his inner strength.
Hey, my name's Eddie No, and I'm a fourth-year theologian at the Jesuit School of Theology at Santa Clara University. And I'm a transitional deacon that will be ordained in June.
When I first met Eddie, our lives were kind of parallel, and I say that because he was converting from Buddhism. His family is Buddhist, and he was trying to find a faith that he can connect with. And I was born Catholic, but I left the church. So when I met Eddie, we were both on the same journey of trying to build this personal relationship with God.
There wasn't a great bolt of lightning and strike of awareness that made Eddie think about being a leader, a healer, an includer. He grew into it.
I learned that he was in medical school, and at that time I was an area sales manager for a medical company. I also learned that we both hated what we were doing at that time.
He went to medical school, and I think part of me was not sure if that's something he should do. You know, his heart wasn't in it.
Eddie participated in the things that went on at the Texas Medical Center campus ministry. He also participated in things in the parish.
We started this prayer group where we would come together, gather, and pray and help each other discern. Eddie he just had a lot of questions about what his purpose is.
I think I knew that he was talking to religious authorities about him wanting to join religious life, because I know he really loves people and he really loves catering to people's spiritual needs.
Many years later, he had moved to Dallas. He had finished medical school. He was practicing in the hospital. We're just catching up, and then he just said that he had resigned from the hospital and he was going to go into the seminary. And I was just in shock. He was going to give up a high-paying job to go into the priesthood.
Eddie and I have had a lot of loud disagreement. Both of my parents' fathers were prosecuted by the Catholic regime in Vietnam, and they were physically assaulted. There was a lot of discrimination and just retribution just against Buddhists at that time. I was really conflicted because I know my parents were going to be really upset. But I was happy for Eddie because I know that it took a lot of consideration for him to come to this place. I felt like he was lost for a long time.
I really see him as my brother and my brother in Christ, and that we walk along this journey and still trying to form that relationship and that personal relationship with Christ. Me on a lay person's side, I had my struggles of motherhood, of being a wife, of being a homemaker. And so I feel like maybe our lives continue to parallel till this very day.
As religious men and women, we are not super Catholics. We are not closer to sainthood. We are not better, but we are among the we. It's all of us. Whatever your call in life is, the opportunity for holiness is equal in every vocation.
You know, I used to think when I converted at first, it was like me and Jesus. You know, you died for me, you lived for me, you resurrected for me, you loved me. God made us to be in a relationship. God made us to be with people. But I really know what it means when it takes a village right, to raise a vocation, to see the expansiveness that Jesus would include all these people as a part of his body. That is God's expansive love, God's expansive mercy.